Hey everybody, it's May 14th, 2021. It's Friday. This was a bit of a frustrating day in some ways. I'm in a few weeks now to the new system that I am trying to get a 100 tick target and a 50 tick stop loss. I've really been trying to gather statistics on this 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, and I have been getting some good results today. A couple of little issues, but I'm going to show what I did and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so first trade, what did I do? Okay, I went short after I saw, a couple of attempts to break through the high of the day. This was at around 949, 950. I knew there were news coming out at 10. Part of me thought maybe I should wait. But I also thought since the news, maybe some people were bailing out of their long positions and that we could get a nice little short that could get me through maybe this level and then down to my target. Um, what I probably didn't look close enough is I had drawn a line here, and I draw these support and resistance areas, and I have a video where I show that. It's just a few videos ago, but you can see we get down to here and it bounces long, so really not a good entry. Not sure why I went in and took that trade, but that's a loser. So first trade was a 50 tick loser. Okay, right afterwards, again, this is before the news, and I'm a little reluctant to get into anything, but I did start seeing seeing on my tick strike right here, level 7, and it's climbing quickly. That usually indicates there's a lot of buying order flow coming in. So I went in. It's a little bit of a late entry, but I really didn't think we were going to get a pullback and a V entry or any of these things I normally would like. I did move my target a little bit less than 100 right here, so it didn't have to make any new ground and break through the previous highs. And this one you can see, this one works out a little bit better. Now, here's the difference between my old system and what I'm trying to do now. In my old system, since I have these little areas marked off, my target would be here. Why? Because I don't like these bounces that make me take some heat and wonder, are we, going to go down and all that. I'd have my nice 40, 50 ticks right here. Boom, I'm out. But it's almost a one-to-one risk reward, and then the statistics aren't always adding up for. So yes, I endure this, hoping we're going to move back up. And I moved my stop to break even. A lot of times when I'm doing this system, I don't like to do that. But since news was coming out, had a lot of confidence in this move. And I took a little bit less. As you can see, I didn't know if it was going to get through here. And then a few seconds later, well, that happens. And that's before even news comes out. Okay, so now news is out. I'm seeing a ton of momentum. I know my next level of resistance, there's quite a lot of room. And to be honest, this is not a good price to trade at. We've moved up a lot already. News has just come out. Sometimes, that is not the time to go in a trade. But, geez, somebody got a little impulsive here. Boonk, I go in. Now I immediately thought, what did I do that for? And I'm like, okay, let's put our target to break even and pray, and bonk, loser. So that's a losing trade. So we've already had a couple of losers, one winner. Or all right. Yeah, and the winner wasn't my usual 100 tick one. It was only like 50 something ticks. So now we have at least pulled back to a little bit of something. And I see it moving up. And again, this probably wasn't the best idea. I re-enter, going long. And that one loses as well. So not doing too well here. Um, Now, my feeling was that the post news reaction was just kind of a fluke, and really what was going to happen is we were going to start selling off. So I waited for a little A-shaped second wave, went short. Moved my stop to break even. Now again, in my old system, I probably would have taken profit here because I know it's got to get through this little level. And you can't assume that these things are just going to go ahead and do that. And here's the frustrating part. I was up over 60 something ticks. And I know at this point it's going to start moving up. We're breaking through this little swing here. And I made up my mind if it starts really popping to the upside, I was going to re-enter long. And I did. So that one broke even when I was up 60 ticks, which is very frustrating, let me tell you. This one really starts popping, and there's nothing really in the way. So that one hits the 100 ticks. Ta-da. Puts me almost back to even. Okay, so this really started moving up. It hit this area that I had marked off, started pulling back. And this is kind of something I was waiting for. I wanted it to pull back to either this level or this level, and then I would look at maybe re-entering long. This one, I was a little late on the draw, but I felt we could work our way through here and then get to there. And I was in this trade for a bit. It gets close, starts pulling back. And you can see it's like it's hanging out here for quite a while. I'm waiting for the 100 ticks, but at the same time, I do not want to break even or lose this trade. There, it misses it by, I'd say, 2 ticks. Because I saw, 1,000 flash on the screen real briefly. And I get a little bit less, like 72 ticks or so. And that was about it for the day. But you can see there are some issues. But again, it's very rewarding when you can take several losses and still end up pretty good on the day. So far, the live statistics are coming through pretty positive. And I'm trying to give this another month, and then I'm just going to add up my wins and losses, see what my win rate is, what my profit's been, and kind of compare it with a lot of what else has been going on the last year or so with my other system. And but so far, I like this. A couple of things you really have to do is wait for a good price, really wait for a good setup, and be patient. And not be too eager to move your stop to break even or any of these other things. Okay, that's it. I hope everybody has a good weekend.